Welcome back, everybody, to the STBN server. I am the Colonel. Thank you for joining me today. So I have been working on making this place look a little more nicer. I'm not sure how I feel about all this. Kind of looks weird with all the purple on the left and nothing on the right. I do like this though, the andesite with the purple blocks. I'm just not sure about this. Maybe I can switch this out to stone bricks there or something. I don't know. But this place, this allows me to not fall in. And it does give me a place where I can just kind of hop in and out. What I've done is I've used a hopper clock to basically, well, as you saw, do 2 pulse and keep the water out long enough so that all of the chorus fruit gets collected. The hopper uses 32 stone. Probably could do with less, but it's good enough. It's close enough anyway. So basically this, I need to stop using that word. So the signal comes in, it sends a pulse out so that the initial pulse goes, and that sends the water out. And then it basically activates the hopper clock, and it stops it. It only runs for 1 iteration. That was a terrible, terrible explanation. I apologize. But you get the idea. So this is working great. Yeah, I don't know what more to say about it. Oh, these freaking guys, man. I gotta do something about them. Might have to half slab this whole area up here. Yeah, these guys are obnoxious. What are we gonna work on today? Today, I think we are gonna work on the next farm. Not sure what it's going to be though. We've got a few options available to us. We have the... Get off my writing pad. We have a wheat farm. We can work on a cactus farm. I'm kind of thinking that we can work on the cactus farm because that's not going to really cost anything. It's just a placement of cactus and sand and some other blocks with a whole crap load of the signs. So I think we can do that. So let me figure out. I know this farm is gonna go up here. So we've got this bottom level that goes up, I don't know, 7 blocks or so, and then we've got this top level that goes up a little further. So wherever the top level ends is where the next farm is going to start. I think we've got enough room for 2 farms, so we'll probably put in a sugarcane farm so that we can get paper, and we'll probably put in a cactus farm right below it. So maybe we'll tackle both of those this episode. See how things go. We'll definitely get to the cactus farm. So let me get some stuff together and start marking out where we're supposed to be, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we're ready to work on some more stuff. Unfortunately, I've recorded this a couple times, or tried to record it a couple of times, and realized that I was not actually recording. I kind of switched over to using OBS as an experiment to see, you know, how well it does Minecraft. I've been using it for D&D for a while, and the renders seem to be pretty good, pretty fast when I use files that were generated from OBS recordings versus the ones that I have in Bandicam. So I thought, you know, maybe this will help me get things done a little quicker. But unfortunately the hotkeys aren't mapped, so I kind of screwed that up. So this was a full chorus flower farm, but I harvested it to do a demo, and you didn't see it, so Sucks to be me. Oh, so what I was trying to demo was, well, first of all, we've got all of these new pods in here, so we've tried to get things in place for when we have the new farms set up, and we're going to work on the next one in a second. But since we needed to provide some chorus fruit for Taco, I thought, let's put a circuit in case we need more of this in the future. So I thought, let's just set up a new sorting line just for like raw chorus fruit, and we'll put in a circuit that'll allow us to turn off the smelting for it. So right now, technically this is powered, but it's turning off the hopper up above, so it's allowing the chorus fruit to come down here into this sorting pod rather than go into the smelter. So let's go check that out. So that circuit comes in here and it goes up here, and actually, so this is the new hopper line. I'm gonna put all of these chests in here. It's overkill, I'm pretty sure, for most of this stuff, but that's fine. I rerouted this hopper here. We'll probably get into this more as we get into the system here in future episodes, but I've specifically designed this so if you know what, I'm kind of all over the place here. And I apologize. Don't look at my bar. Spoilers. Oh man. Alright, so I've specifically got these hoppers going in this direction. By default, they're going to try and go down. So basically I'm using these as an overflow line. So there's going to be a line of hoppers that are going to go right across here, and they're going to go back into either a new chest system, or they're going to go into a lava pit where we can just destroy the items, because at some point, like, these farms are going to be passive. They're just going to be automated. They're just going to run forever, especially the like the cactus and the sugarcane farm. So if we fill up all of these 4 or 5 chests, including the shulker one, I mean, that's plenty, right? And I don't want the system to get backed up, so we'll just have a line so that if this hopper ends up being full, it'll just scoot over to like a dropper that'll drop it into lava, so it'll destroy it. So I think that's some protection for us. I don't want the server getting lagged out because we've got a pile of items on the ground because I was a derp and didn't have an overflow system. So let's see. Yeah, so this new line comes in here for the chorus fruit, and this is the switch, and this is part of that circuit here, and it turns this line off. So right now, all of the items that we're going to the smelter are going to by default try and go down into this hopper line. So that's going to go back into the sorting system over there, and so we're saving the chorus fruit. But if we were to flip that switch up, then this would power this hopper, and we would not be able to use it. So then the items would just go through into the smelting system. As I did this, and as I started working on the next project, which you see in a couple minutes, I realized that the cactus farm would need the same protection because, what if we want to use the cactus instead of the cactus green? Because I'm going to send the cactus automatically to the smelting system. Oh, you dingleberry. Man. I should not have... should not have my pick in my hand. Anyway, so I think we're gonna have to do something similar with the cactus, but I'm not sure how we're gonna handle that or where we're gonna handle that. So we'll have to deal with that as we get to that once we finish the farm itself. And so let's, I think, start looking at our next farm, which is the cactus farm. Unfortunately, I've built most of it. I originally had built the outline of it, and thought I was recording and started building everything up, and so we've got all of this stuff already in place. I apologize. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? Get out of my face, dude. I already got a farm for you. Bugger off. Oh, did you just hit me? I don't think so. Punk. So we've got... I wanted to use the cactus, or not the cactus, the concrete powder for the walls. I'm really looking forward to using that. I might end up using it in the house or the the living structure above as we do the. We're gonna do an interior for that, but I want to use. I want to get to use some of the cactus. there it is again, concrete powder. But we're not in 1.12 yet. In fact, they just released. I'm a couple of videos behind or ahead, depending on how you look at it. I've got some pre-recorded, so this is probably going to come out the week of the release. So in about a week or so, they're going to have 1.12 out, I think. And at that point, we'll switch over to that. We'll upgrade the server, but until then, we don't have any 1.12 blocks. So I've got just the green stained clay, which looks pretty nice. So I've got that up there, and then over here we've got the green window. So you can see it from down below. I do have a problem with the facade here. We're going to have to figure out a way to do some funky design. I tried to change things up over here. We're like a block off with the chorus fruit farm. So it looks weird. So I'm hoping that maybe we can put some sort of overlay facade or something out there that will make it look good, but until then, it is what it is. So we've got water blocks, water source blocks here in the corner. We've got one in each corner, and then we've got this coming out 7 and then dropping down. I do have a water source block here so that we go all the way out to the middle here. This middle drops into one block below is a water chain or a water line that goes all the way out to where the other water... Oh, come on, get up there, dude. Comes all the way out there to where this is. So it just drops into this chute and goes right into the sorting system. So it's pretty efficient layout, I think, personally. We're going to have to do something different for the sugarcane farm that goes up above, but we'll deal with that problem later. So we've got the sand in here. We're trying to do as efficient as we can a job with let's see, trying to do as efficient a job as we can with the signage. So what I want to do is we're going to do the signs now. So we've already done the base with the andesite, the polished andesite. Then we've got the sand on top, and then we're putting signs up on either side here. Can't do that because that's there. There we go. And this is gonna be a problem. Alright, so this is gonna take care of these 4, and then we're spacing this out so that this guy is going to take care of these 4. This guy is going to take care of the next 4. And then this one over here is going to take care of these pods. So we've kind of grouped it up, tried to be as efficient as we can in our use of signage. I've done this design in the past, not to this scale. I didn't realize I was actually going to make something this big. I did not want a huge farm. That is one thing I did not want. And I ended up with a huge farm. There's like 64 pads on here, and I did not think it was going to be that big. So yeah, it is what it is. The good thing is there's only one layer. There's not 2, so we're not going completely nuts with it. But it is still a lot of cactus. So in the past, when I've done this farm, I have, for some reason, ended up using signs on all 4 sides of this thing, which is like overkill to the extreme. And it's a waste of signs, basically, because you don't need all those signs. Alright, so let me get the rest of the signs in, and then we'll place all the cactus down, and I think we're good to go. We should actually start seeing some cactus accumulating already from this guy in the middle, in addition to the one that already fell down. So let me get... probably leave that up there. So let me get that all squared away, and back in a sec. Alright, so since I grossly miscalculated how many of these I was actually going to need, we're going to run out. So hopefully the farm produces fairly quickly, so that we don't have to worry about it too much longer. Yeah, I think that's about as far as we're going to get. I can knock out these two. Yeah, we should be good there. So hopefully this, again, this is starts producing. So I'm gonna kind of sit here and wait for it, and then we'll, once we get enough cacti, once I make sure that it's working. Good news, it works. And we've got one extra cactus to show for it. So I need to now get a sorting system worked out. If I send this down right now, it's going to go to the overflow chest, so that's fine. No, you dingleberry. Here we go. So, oh no, no, no. Go. There. All right, let's get out of here. I'm not going to keep the ink sacs. So what we're going to do is probably just have the ink sacs go in the overflow for now, and then later we'll just destroy anything that's ink sac related. Are you kidding me right now? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Where did you spawn, dude? Do I have like a double spawn chunk thing with you idiots? And I don't have any arrows. Crap. There's another project I'm working on that's sucking all my resources, and I went and got rid of all my arrows. One day I will show you guys this project. Oh man, I hate these things. So this is going to be for these guys. Oh, look at that. How nice. And let's just test it out. Throw these 9 in there. Sweet. Alright, so that's just going to keep counting up. And then we'll stick the slab on there. And then we'll come down and route it into... Oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do that. Oh yeah, I can. I think we've got 10 hoppers, right? So... yeah, we got enough. We'll just kind of jank it right together here. And we'll fix it later. So this is going to go up here. And we need to go into this block. Yep. Let's get a platform here. So it's going to go into here. And then it's going to go down into that. And need one more block. Sweet! Alright, we're done. Cool. Alright, so anything new coming in is going to go through here. Let's go check it out, see... Oh, nothing's going to will have come through yet. Because the filter's has not accumulated yet. But once it does, it'll come into here, and then we'll put the thing on the sign, and we'll be good to go. So that is the cactus farm. So here's what I was talking about outside, where it looks kind of janky. You've got the andesite, polished andesite here, and that's what I was using to kind of border it. But as I got a little further up, I realized that like the closer you get, because that wall's so high, like I was trying to get the wall high to match this, but I'm thinking that maybe that wasn't the right idea. Maybe we need to just leave this as a big square, and then here just like put an arch or something that kind of comes up to that point, and that way it doesn't look as weird. And if I do that, then maybe I can like move this wall down a bit, because like from here you can't see the cactus at all. And that was kind of the point, was that you could see the cactus. Like if I go over here, you could probably see it. Yeah, you can see it from here, but you can't see it from below when you're down here. So I think I may take a couple of those rows out and extend the glass down just to the water line, so that it doesn't look as kind of like nothing from here. But I think we're gonna have to come up with something from a facade perspective to kind of make it look like grandiose and separate this from this somehow. I just don't know how I'm gonna do that. So I think we were talking about trying to do 2 farms in one episode. I think I'm not gonna do that because I think I talked a lot this episode, and I'm pretty sure we're not gonna have enough time. The sugarcane farm is a little more in depth. It requires a little more technical stuff than this one did, so I think I'm gonna do that in the next episode. So I think we're gonna call it here. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave them below. And until next episode, please do take care.